Okay, so in this video we prove another property of a cut edge in a graph. The statement reads as follows: let E be a cut. Okay, let E equal to UV be a cut edge in a connected graph G. Okay, then the conclusion is in G there is a unique path connecting U and V. Okay, so let's go and prove this statement. Okay, so let E equal to UV a cut edge in G. Okay, so our graph G, it might look something like this. Okay, so we have these two components, and these components are connected by this cut edge or a bridge. Okay, and then vertices are U and V, and okay, this is our edge E. So by the definition of cut edge, it means that if you delete this particular edge, okay, then these two end vertices must end up in two different components. Okay, so here again we can see that if you delete this edge, okay, that is going to happen. You have this component and this component. Okay, and here we are asked to prove that if this is the situation, then there exists a unique path connecting U and V. Okay, here if you look into this particular edge, we can see that we have this path, okay, from U to V using this edge E, and here we have to prove that that is the only path that exists between U and V. Okay, we are going to prove that that path is going to be unique. Okay, so anyway, here we have this path. Okay, and we have to show that no other path exists in this particular graph. Okay, so anyway we have a path. Okay, so let's call that path. Okay, so here path starts at U, uses this edge and goes to V. Okay, between vertices U and V. Okay, and what remains is, okay, we have to prove that okay, this path is a unique one. So we need to prove that this path P is unique. Okay, and as I said, not that okay, since E is a bridge or a cut edge, okay, in G minus E, U and V, it belongs to two different components. Okay, so okay, note that in G minus E, these two vertices U and V will be in different connected components, since E is a cut edge. Okay, different connected components. Okay, so next what we are going to do is we are going to prove that okay, this path P is a unique one. There does not exist a path between this U and V in the graph. So we are going to prove that by contradiction. So for the sake of contradiction, we assume that there exists another path between this U and V. Okay, and then we go through some argument and we will arrive at a contradiction. So that says that assumption will be wrong. Okay, so let's see how to do that. Okay, so for the okay, will be in different okay, connected components. Okay, for the sake of getting a contradiction, suppose that okay, there is one more path. Okay, so P is not a unique path. Okay, unique say UV path in our graph G. Okay, so okay, let's consider a different path. Let's call that Q be another path in our graph G. Okay, so situation might look something like this. So we have these two components and they are connected to each other by using this edge E, and the endpoints are U and V. Okay, now assuming that we have a different path, it will look something like this, and we call that path Q. Okay, so and here we can see that okay, if we look into this path Q, okay, this Q cannot contain the edge E. Okay, so anyway, this Q is also a UV path. Okay, let Q be another UV path. Okay, let's call this thing UV path. Okay, so we can see that this Q cannot contain the edge E. For example, anyway, it starts here, and if it uses this edge E and moves to V, okay, then we have the same path that we started with. Okay, so that is the case, then we are here. We are here, we have the same path P. Okay, similarly, if we continue from this V, we can see that okay, anyway, we have to end at V, so we move through some other edges and vertices, then at the end you must come back to V. So we can see that the V's get repeated more than once. Okay, so in a path that is not allowed. Okay, so you start at V, and if you going to use this edge E in the first step, okay, then that is not going to work. So that says okay, Q cannot contain the edge E. Okay, similarly, suppose that this edge appears somewhere within the Q. Okay, then what is going to happen is that you start from this U. Okay, you move through okay, somewhere and okay, reach this particular thing V. Okay, and if this E occurs somewhere within this Q, okay, again we can see that this V or U will get repeated more than once. So in a path kind of thing, that is not allowed. Okay, so that says Q cannot contain the edge E. Okay, so let's look into okay, so this Q it cannot contain edge G, okay, by that particular argument here. Okay, so let's consider G minus C. Okay, so anyway, since this E is assumed to be a cut edge, so removing it must disconnect this thing, right? So it must disconnect the graph. Okay, and here we are trying to get a contradiction here. Okay, so for that purpose we assume that there exists one more path Q here. Okay, let's see what is going to happen in that case. Okay, so let's consider the graph without this E, deleting this particular edge. Okay, and let's see what is going to happen. Okay, so again we can see that in G minus C, okay, this Q, it still exists because a Q cannot contain okay, this edge. So if you remove this edge E, okay, nothing is going to happen. Okay, in G minus C, Q still exists because Q cannot contain the edge E. Okay, and so by the definition of E, then if you delete this thing, this must get disconnected. Okay, and here if we are able to show that if we take any two arbitrary vertices in our graph x, okay, if we can prove that, okay, this g minus e is still connected, okay, if this g minus e is still connected, then we have a contradiction because we deleted a cut edge from this graph, right? Okay, so we are going to show that this g minus e is still connected. Okay, so for that purpose we are going to take two arbitrary vertices x and y belonging to g minus e. Okay, and we are going to show that, okay, and using that x and y we are going to show that, okay, g minus e is still connected. Okay, it is for any two vertices, okay, in our graph. Okay, so let's see how that it can be done. Okay, so Q cannot contain edge G, that's one thing to remember. So we are going to consider, okay, this edge deleted graph G minus E. Okay, and here again we can see that, okay, since this Q it cannot contain E, okay, this Q is still in G minus E. Okay, so here what we want to show it, we want to show that, okay, G minus E is still connected. Okay, so remember we removed a bridge or a cut edge from this thing, and if after removing a bridge edge, if, okay, that graph is still connected, then we have that contradiction. Okay, and that says our assumption was wrong and this path is going to be a unique one. Okay, so that's where we are heading. So we want to show that G minus E is connected. Okay, so let's consider two arbitrary vertices x and y, element of the vertex set of G minus E. Okay, so let's consider, okay, anyway we know that the graph G is connected, so there exists an xy path in our original graph G. Okay, and if we are able to show that we can find a path from x to y, okay, for any arbitrary vertices x and y in G minus E, then that says, okay, G minus E is connected. Okay, so let R be an xy path in our original graph G. Okay, the graph G is connected, so that says there will be a path between any two vertices in graph G. So there do exist a path, xy path in graph G, and let's call that graph R. Okay, and here we need to consider two cases. One case is where R contains the edge, okay, E, and R does not contain the edge E. So let's consider those two cases one by one, and in both of the cases, if you are able to show that these two vertices x and y are connected, okay, then we can say that this G minus E is connected and we get the contradiction. Okay, so case 1, okay, suppose that this R, okay, the xy path in G, R does not contain the edge E. Okay, so if R does not contain the edge E, then we obtain this G minus E by deleting the edge E, right? So that says R still exists in G minus E. Okay, since R still exists in G minus E, it says there is a path from x to y, and x and y are connected in G minus E. So these two vertices x and y are connected in G minus C. Okay, so if you are able to show the other case also, if R does contain E and both x and y are connected in G minus C, and here this x and y are two arbitrary vertices in this graph G minus C. Okay, so that says between every pair of vertices there exists a path in G minus C. Okay, and that says this graph is connected. Okay, so let's look into the other case also. Case 2, R does contain the edge G. Okay, so if R does contain the edge E, okay, in this case we can see that, okay, here we have this situation, right? So okay, if you follow this thing, we have this path, and similarly we have this path. Okay, and these two paths are paths between this U and V. Okay, these two paths Q and okay, this P, okay, this P and this Q are two UV paths in our graph G. Okay, so what we could do is, if R does contain E, what we can do is we can replace this E by, okay, this Q, okay, in this R, and we chose this x and y to be vertices in G minus C. Okay, so that says without using this edge E, okay, we can go from x to y, okay, using either Q or the reverse of Q. Okay, so here what we are going to do is we are going to replace E with the UV path Q, okay, in R. Okay, so it says without using this R, okay, without using this E, we can go from x to y. Okay, and that corresponds to a particular path in our graph G minus C. Okay, so that says, okay, let me write down. So replace E with UV path, okay, Q in R. Okay, so we can see that, so we have a way to get from x to y using either, okay, that path Q or the reverse of that. Okay, it depends upon in which direction you are going. Okay, without using edge, without using edge E. Okay, so again we can see that, so x and y are connected in G minus C. Okay, so either way we can see that, okay, if this R, which is an xy path in G, okay, since G is connected, then we can always find an xy path. Okay, and if R does not contain E, again we can see that in G minus C we have an xy path. Similarly, if R does contain E, again we can see that, okay, we can replace this E by that Q path. Okay, and we can see that x and y are connected in G minus C. Okay, and that says, therefore, okay, that E, which is deleted from that graph G, okay, is not a cut edge. Okay, so we get a contradiction. So we started assuming like, okay, E is a cut edge in this graph, and here we arrived at this contradiction, and we arrived at this contradiction because okay, of this assumption. Okay, P is not a unique UV path in G. Okay, so that says our assumption is wrong, and this P, it is going to be the unique, okay, the unique path in the graph G, and that path is this thing, okay, from U to V using this edge. Okay, and that's the proof. Okay, so and that completes the proof. Okay, and that says if you if UV of the edge UV be a cut edge in a connector graph G, okay, then there exists a unique path connecting U and V. Okay, so we will see some more properties in the next few videos.